Hello everyone, this is my Volkswagen ID.7 Pro Hank, nicknamed after the TV show Breaking Bad. And I have this car for over 2 years and around 29,000 kilometers. And today we're gonna go into detail how it was driving this car this long. This video is brought to you by A Better Route Planner, the route planner for EVs. Hundreds of cars are supported. Choose your configuration, plan your route with the charging network that you want to prefer or charging networks that you want to avoid. If you're a premium member, you can use real-time weather forecast and traffic information, and you can also use A Better Route Planner in your car with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Use the link in the description to support the channel and use A Better Route Planner Premium for 30 days for free. I went inside because it's freezing. Let's start with the tires. I have 19-inch tires on, winter and summer tires, same size, same dimensions, same manufacturer, I think Continental or Goodyear. I'm not good. And even the same rims. So the car looks exactly the same in the winter or in the summer. I still, after 2 years, I have, like I said, winter and summer tires. The tires are still fine. I just had the inspection and they're fine for at least another 2 years, so everything is good. When it comes to winter driving like this, since this car has rear-wheel drive, Volkswagen has this thing that if you have spinning wheels and you give more power, you get less power to the wheels, so there is no spinning wheels. And I remember that in my ID.3 that in some things you just you floor it and nothing happens. No spinning wheels, nothing, you just stand there. And this has gotten a bit better here, and you also have ESC Sport where you still get less ESC, so it should be a bit better. Still, it's not an amazing winter car. When you drive a lot on the snow, there always is, it's better to have front wheel drive or all wheel drive, of course. Let's stay with the driving. This car for this price is the most comfortable car. There are of course cars that are more comfortable. They cost also a lot more. This car is really comfortable to drive. The seats are very comfortable. I love driving this car. It's very relaxing. The massage, I have the premium seat, so I have the massage even on the bum. It's really nice seat. The seat heater is very strong, which is amazing. Seat ventilation is also nice. On 1 it's not too cold. On 3 it's nice and freezing if you need it in the winter. In the summer I like it a lot. So driving this car is really nice. The steering is very nice. It's stable, very precise. When you go higher speeds, it's still very comfortable and stable. It doesn't pull to any side or something. I like that a lot. It's also not very loud in here, even when you drive a bit faster, and it makes the whole experience very nice. Regenerative braking though, Volkswagen ABRP platform typical, is not very strong, but today in this weather I know why this is that way. So they have reduced it since you have rear wheel drive, and if the rear wheels will brake a lot because of regen and you are on a slippery road like this, it means that whoop, your back goes to the front, you turn, and I already noticed this a tiny bit when you go downhill on a slippery road and you get off the accelerator full, so I have full regen. So that's dangerous. That's why they do it. If it's front wheel drive, it's totally different. It's totally fine. You can do that better. And all wheel drive, of course, amazingly well as well. So what the car needs would be that the normal brakes come in to do the regen. But of course, an option to turn it off would be amazing. And by the way, it would help me a lot if you would like this video and maybe subscribe. So many viewers are not subscribed and they don't notice if a new video is uploaded. The assist systems are also very nice. I mean, I can adjust my cruise control here. Yes, this is haptic buttons. They're not amazing, but they're also not horrible. But I can change what type of assist I want to use. Travel assist, where you have steering assist, cruise control, or the speed limiter. My speed, my distance, can turn it off, can resume it. That's just amazing. And it also reacts very nicely. So cruise control is reacting really nicely, and you can adjust how it reacts with your drive mode. So when you are in drive mode eco, it accelerates and slows down a bit more comfortable, in sport a bit more sporty, and in your individual drive mode you can set the adaptive cruise control how it should react. So it's really nice. And the steering assist, travel assist, is just amazing. It holds you in the middle perfectly. It's not doing weird steering movements. It's very comfortable. It doesn't annoy you the whole time if you're not holding the steering wheel really hard. It's really great. Volkswagen does that really amazing. And the other things are the assist systems that you might want to turn off, since you can adjust those 5 buttons up here for whatever you want to do. You can put your assist here, but you also have a vehicle favorite menu, and here I have my main assist things that I can just turn off. My speed limit warning, my lane assist, and my driver attention warning thing, because I don't like that to be monitored here. The light also works really well. You have your adjustment here. You can switch whatever you want, your front fog lights, rear fog lights, and of course if you want the light on or not. And in auto you can also adjust in the infotainment system at what darkness level it should turn the lights off, late or early. I have it on early, that it's on even when it's just foggy, because I like that. And then of course you have the high beam assist with the matrix LED headlights, which means that the car in front of you or coming towards you, the high beams stay on, but it turns them off exactly on the segment where the car is, that's, like I said, in front of you or coming towards you. That's really nice. I use it every time when I'm on a country road, when it's not extremely busy. When it's busy, I keep it off, the high beams, because it's just annoying. It's for nothing. The climate. So if you press on the climate button, you then have all of your air vents and your controls, even for the rear here. You have seat heaters in the rear, and your control is via in here. You cannot adjust it on the things itself. You have to press the button, but you can turn it off and on. And this has pros and cons. The cons, of course, the con is that you cannot adjust it very fast, just touch it and move it. That's not possible. The pro is that you can save wherever you want. Let's say you put it in this position and say this should be my away. So you can press this and hold, and it will save the position for away from your body, and the same for on your body. So you can program the positioning. And the other thing is, which is also amazing, when the car is very hot in the summer or very cold in the winter, when it starts adjusting the temperature, the vents move up and down automatically to make the whole car nice and warm. It feels really nice. I love this function. And then the preheating of the car. Of course I can have my program when it should preheat the car. I only have 2 functions: what time, what temperature. I can select if the seat heater should be on, steering wheel heater on both seats, just the driver, all of this, and that it heats up the windows in the front and in the rear in the winter when it's icy, when you have the car outside. You can have this all on, which is nice. But what I like the most about it, so if you have scheduled preheating or when you preheat with the app, it doesn't matter if you get into the car, drive a bit, or if you put stuff in the car, go away from the car, the preheating still continues. For me, it's important. I don't like this in cars where you preheat the car, get into the car, put a bag in, close the trunk, go back inside, and it stops heating because you unlock the car, or if you drive it out of the garage, it turns it off. I like that it continues. Of course, this is a negative if you only drive for a minute and then get out of the car and it just continues preheating if you don't want it, but you of course can turn that off. And then for me also important is this: if I turn off the car, I get to climate now, and I can press this off and on, that it continues for 30 minutes and off. Negative point is that you don't have a camp mode, but I would never sleep in a car, so for me that's fine. I don't need a camp mode. I just need the heat in the car when I'm in there. It would be nice sometimes when we have the dogs in here, that I can leave the heat on, or in the summer the AC for a bit longer. That would be amazing. Let's get to the problems that I had with this car, and I didn't have any hardware problems. I'm not the biggest fan of the charge port, how you open it, and also how the DC thing has a plastic thing and you cannot put it somewhere very nicely. I'm not a fan of this, so this car would have needed a thing that opens the charge port with a button, not electrically. No, but like BMW and Mercedes has, an Audi, that would be way better. I think it deserved that. Also the door handles, I'm not the biggest fan of those. They're okay, but when you want to lock the car with your hand, that's way easier on the ID.3 or the ID Bus, ID.4, 5 and 7. The door handles, it's very hard because you have to do it in an exact angle. And I love, this is how I do it. But I have the unlock when approaching on anyways. For me, it's just the locking when I go away, because I don't want to use the key. I didn't have anything broken with the car. I made myself scratches in the car that had to be repaired for 2,000 euros, but nothing broke, so everything is working as it should. Software is a different thing. I had to wait 2 years till a software update. I got the car with 4.0, now I have 5.63, which is amazing, but it took a long time, and it wasn't even over the air. I had to go to a dealer and they updated the car. For me it was lucky because they did the service and the scratches, like I mentioned, all at the same time. In 1 week they did all of it, so that was nice for me. I still have one bug, and this is the seat massage. If I am in a special program and I'm on full intensity and I put 30 minutes in, it just does it for 2 minutes and then stops it. That's a bit annoying, but I just do it on middle intensity and then it works for the 30 minutes, so I can survive. It's fine. And the whole time I had the car, the app sometimes didn't work, and the connection to the car, especially when you don't use the car for a while. The only problem I had once was that the internet connection was gone for a day, but that was it. It has one new problem though, but I think it's the app. So when I put the car here, inside the car, the charge limit to 80%, and then in the app I change it to 100%, it says 100%, but it doesn't charge to 100%. It says, it still says it to the original that it was in here. This is stupid. So I have to go to the car to change the charge limit. It always worked, and then for a few months now, they changed something in the app, it doesn't work anymore. The head-up display is really amazing. I love that I have so many views, that I have my average consumption. I would love to have my trip data in there as well, because I don't have it in my cockpit, so I need it here in the infotainment system. That's a bit sad, but other than that, I love the head-up display. Can it focus? Yes, because I have my range, my state of charge, and then of course augmented reality. Now with the new software, I have parking in there, which is great, my parking sensors, and with the ID light in combination, the head-up display for navigation is just amazing. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that here on YouTube via channel membership, and you get something for it. You get early access to every video when I upload it right away. Members can watch it, and also if something very, very important is happening, you get to be informed first. Infotainment system, I still like it. A lot of people complain that it looks outdated. I disagree. I like it a lot. I can change this view. I can change all the apps. This can show different stuff. I can do more pages. Everything has also different things. So here I can have my coordinates and my elevation. I have my trip data. I can have an over thing. So all my odometer, date, state of charge, my range. Then I have charging in here. When I go in here, I can preheat the battery if I want to manually, does it automatically as well, change my charge limit. Under here I have all of my climate and 5 buttons of those I can change the way that I want them. The same up here, those 5 buttons I can change, and Android Auto, Apple CarPlay appears here on the right. It doesn't have to be in here. Then in my vehicle favorite menu I have those 8 buttons that I can change and put something in, and then we have favorites, another 8 buttons that I can change. So I like this a lot. I'm a fan of the infotainment system. I love the navigation, it does it really well. I can't complain. Let's go to the driving data and the consumption of this car. As you see right now, 2.2 kilowatt for just standing here, and also then, since I'm standing, my average consumption for 100 kilometers is really high. And I do this a lot. I do a lot of videos in the car where I'm just parked, and then the average consumption goes really high. But when I go to my long term, my average consumption for those 2 years that minus 1800 kilometers are missing is 18.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. And again, there's a lot of standing, a lot of videos when I'm parked, and also when I drive on the highway, I drive a minimum of 140 when allowed, and a lot of times even 180 the top speed, because it's just so comfortable and nice and quiet, and the consumption is still good. So I'm not a slow driver. And this car also doesn't have a heat pump. You can have it, but I didn't order it. And that you see that 2 kilowatt just for standing here. It's a lot of power, but it's also right now heating up the rear seats since the seat belts are in. Did I have extra costs with this car? So of course, leasing every month, my payment and insurance. There's no tax on the car, special tax. I didn't have anything else. Of course, the tire change every time in the summer and the winter, around 70 to 80 euros to change the tire and then to store the tires. And then I had one one service at the dealer where they checked what Volkswagen thinks should be checked. They changed the air filter and they changed the brake fluid, and this was 430 euros. The app, it's okay. You have a lot of settings that you can adjust. Like I said, here the state of charge, which doesn't work. You can preheat the car, see your range, your state of charge, you see charging, you see how long it will take charging and with how much power you're charging. You can lock the car now. You have departure times and everything. Your vehicle health, we see is everything fine, and your odometer and when your next service is. It works, it just takes some time when you send something till it's responding that everything is fine. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of functions. You don't see your last trips, for example. You cannot preheat the battery from the app, but overall it's okay. You can see the position of the car when it's parked, but when the ignition is on or when the car is driving, you cannot see where the car is. Charging your phone, you have 2 USB-Cs here in the front and 2 in the rear, and they charge really fast. So driving half an hour, my phone is from 30 to 60% or so. It's really nice. We have wireless charging. For whatever reason in my car, because it's so old, I cannot turn wireless charging off. In newer cars you can do that. No idea. We have 2 cup holders here. Another thing, pocket is really deep. We have a pocket down there, which I never use. Gigantic pockets in the door. Of course, the glove box, which I also never use. Yeah, it's just not needed for me. And I love that I can close this. It just makes it all very comfortable in here. Long distance. This car is amazing for a long distance trip for many reasons. Number one is the navigation. I like the navigation. I also like that you can do it several stops, that will tell you everything. I don't have that anymore. I don't have traffic data because I didn't renew my Volkswagen Connect Plus account because I won't have the car for that long. But I love the navigation. It preheats the battery automatically. It doesn't use the best chargers. In the app you can select which charger you want to use and you can send it to the car. I love the preheating of the battery, like I said. The consumption overall of the car, especially on highway drives, even above 130, is really good. In the summer it's just incredible. Usually you get your 200 kilometers range, under 50% state of charge, even when you drive 130 on the highway. So you only need to charge to 50% if you want to get to the next charger, and it charges with a peak of around 190 kilowatt. So 10 to 50% takes not even 10 minutes, and this is amazing for a long distance trip. Car is really nice. I like it a lot. And then you have, like I said, your cruise control, your steering assist, your head-up display, your ID light that shows you have to get off from the highway. Overall, it's a very, very nice experience. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I started vlogging on my third channel, Behind the Battery. So everything that happens around the car, or if I get new info about something, really awesome. Subscribe and watch. So you hear it very well. I don't think I have to sum it up. I love my ID.7. I'm very sad that I'm giving it up, but this is not of personal reasons. So if I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, I would keep this car. I love it. Maybe update it to a GTX to get a bit more power, I don't know, or even the Pro S with the bigger battery. I love the ID.7. It's all around car. For that price, it delivers the best for me. Yes, software wise it's not the best, but comfort wise for this price and the range and the charging, the whole package is very, very nice. I love this car. But as a YouTube channel I have to move on to a next car, and if you haven't seen that in other videos, in September I want the ID Polo because it's the next step. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.